Today we have to discuss the reactions of synthetic importance after oxidation and reductions. Today we have to discuss some rearrangement reactions. In that, the Beckmann rearrangement reactions and Schmidt rearrangement reaction we have to discuss here. Both the reactions having nitrine as an intermediate formation during the mechanism of these reactions, Beckmann as well as Schmidt rearrangement reactions. Name itself indicate that there is a rearrange from the starting material to the final product formations. In between, there is formation of nitrine isocyanate formation in this Beckmann as well as Schmidt rearrangement. And other important reaction, that is condensation reactions. Two compounds, they undergo condensation and to make the final compounds. In that condensation reactions, that is Claisen-Schmidt condensation reaction, we have to discuss in these sessions. So we have to move with the rearrangement reactions. Firstly, we have to discuss with the Beckmann rearrangement reactions. Name itself indicated rearrangement means that whatever the starting materials present in the reactions, they are rearranged and to form the final product. Here, if you see, if you observe the starting material of this Beckmann rearrangement and final product, they are rearranged in the format. So we have to discuss with Beckmann's rearrangement. The principle behind Beckmann's rearrangement reactions is this type of reaction, Beckmann rearrangement reactions, they convert oximes into the amide under acidic conditions. Here, if you see the reactions, this is a structure of oximes. Oxime containing C double bond N OH. This part is oxime part. Oximes convert into amide in presence of acids. Here, concentrated hydrochloric acid is used for the formation of amides. This reaction is electropositive nitrogen is formed. That is, after electropositive nitrogen forms, they convert into alkyl migrations and to form the amide as a final product of this Beckmann rearrangement. So the principle behind the Beckmann rearrangement reaction is conversion of oximes into the amide under acidic condition. This type of reactions are called as Beckmann's rearrangement reactions. Here you have to see the general reactions of Beckmann rearrangement. Oximes convert into amide in presence of sulfuric acid. There is a formation of electropositive nitrogen as an intermediate followed by alkyl migrations and to produce Beckmann rearrangement as a final product. That is amide. Now we have to move with the mechanism of this Beckmann rearrangement. There is oximes convert into amides. How? We have to see in this mechanism of Beckmann rearrangement. If you see the starting material is substituted with R1 and R2, means it indicates that whatever the substitution occurs by alkyl migrations, either R1 or R2. Here, in the mechanism of Beckmann rearrangement, oximes undergo protonations. First step is protonations, addition of proton towards the hydroxy group and formation of positively charged oxygens of oximes intermediate, followed by loss of water molecules and to make the intermediate positive electropositive charge on nitrogen atoms as a intermediate formation. Electropositive nitrogen as an intermediate formation Was the intermediate formation by loss of water molecules, they undergo alkyl migrations. There is an addition of one water molecules towards the positive charge center. Here, the tautomeric form of shifting of this charge towards the carbon atoms, then addition of water molecules, followed by deprotonations from this intermediate and to form the amide by alkyl migrations. This is a mechanism related to the Beckmann rearrangement. This is a keto form, this is a enolic form of amide. So in this way, the oximes convert into amide in presence of catalytic acidic conditions. All of you write down the related to the Beckmann rearrangement reactions. Now we have to move with the next rearrangement reaction, that is Schmitt rearrangement reactions. In this Schmitt rearrangement reactions, generally the final product formation in Schmitt rearrangement is an amines or amide. Amines or amide is the final product formation in this Schmitt rearrangement. But the starting material is azides, that is CON3 group containing starting materials. How will you prepare this CON3 azide group? From the carboxylic acid intermediate formations and to form the amines with the expulsion of the nitrogens. And this principle of this Schmitt rearrangement is the azides react with the carbonyl group to give an amines, either primary amines or amide with the explosion of nitrogen atoms. With the explosion of nitrogen atoms. Here carbonyl groups are from carboxylic acid or from ketones. If this carboxylic acid or ketones when undergo react with azides, that is N3H, to give primary amines or amides, depend on the starting material. If carboxylic acid undergo react with the hydrogenic acids, it will form amides, whereas ketones undergo react with this hydrogenic acid H N3H, that is hydrogenic acid. They react with the ketones, it will form the amide as a final product. And primary amines is a if carboxylic acids undergo reaction. In this Schmitt rearrangement, there is a nitrene intermediate was formed during the mechanism of this Schmitt rearrangements. The carbonyl group containing compound is the starting materials, either carboxylic acids or ketones. If carboxylic acid undergoes Schmitt rearrangement, it will form the primary amines when they react with the hydroxylic acid, whereas ketones undergo react with the hydroxylic acids, it will form, it will make amide as a final product of this schemate rearrangement. Now we have to move with the mechanism part with this schemate rearrangement. In the mechanism, here carboxylic acid is undergo protonations, addition of protons carbo towards the hydroxyl of carboxylic acid. There is a formation of positive charge oxygens on carboxylic group, followed by loss of water molecules. There is a removal of these water molecules from the intermediate, and it will form the cations. Cations, positive charge shifted on carbon atom. These cations react with this positive part of the N3H, that is hydroxylic acids. They reacted with intermediate form after hydrolysis, after protonations, and there is formation of isocyanate as a intermediate, followed by loss of nitrogen molecule from this intermediate, and to make positive charge nitrogen as a intermediate formations, followed by addition of hydroxyl group towards the carbonyl carbon of this intermediate, followed by deprotonations, loss of proton molecules from this intermediate, this proton was lost, formation of negative charge carboxylic group along with amine parts, followed by dissociations, and to make the primary amines as a final product with liberation of CO2. Decarboxylation process was carried out. Loss of this group and making of primary amine as a final product. First is protonations, followed by loss of water molecules, then attack of the hydroxylic acids, then intermediate formations, isocyanate is formed, followed by deprotonations and decarboxylations to use primary amine as a final product. All of you note down this mechanism of schemate rearrangement. After schemate rearrangement reactions, we have to move with the condensation reactions. That is Claisen-Schmidt condensation reactions. Name itself indicated it undergo condensations of the two starting materials and to form the condensed product, final product. Here in this Claisen-Schmidt condensation reaction, the starting materials of this Claisen-Schmidt condensation reaction is aldehyde or ketones. Is the starting materials aldehyde or ketones with aromatic aldehyde or aromatic carbonyl compounds with lacking of alpha hydrogen atoms. Means only benzaldehyde is the starting material react with the aldehyde or ketones. It's nothing but it's a similar to the cross aldol condensation type of reactions. But the condition only the aromatic carbonyl compound does not having alpha hydrogen atoms. Whereas in cross aldol, there is a no condition related with this alpha hydrogen atoms related to the aromatic carbonyl compounds. Here, the aromatic carbonyl compound in such a way that it does not produce any, does not having any alpha hydrogen atom on aromatic carbonyl compounds. So the best example is benzaldehyde. This benzaldehyde react with the aldehyde or ketones. This reaction is called as Claisen-Schmidt condensation reactions. If you see the reaction part, this is a aromatic non-alpha hydrogen containing carbonyl compound. And another starting material is carbonyl compounds, either aldehyde or ketones. They undergo condensation to make the final product by loss of water molecules. Here, the aldehyde or ketones, negative charge anions, they condense with the carbonyl part of the aromatic aldehydes and to make the condensed product, followed by loss of water molecules and to make the desired Claisen-Schmidt condensation product. That is alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compounds. This reaction you have to see in the alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound segments. Aldehyde or ketones, they undergo aromatic aldehydes, they react with each other, they undergo condensation and to form the alpha beta unsaturations carbonyl compound. This is alpha and this is beta. There is unsaturation between this alpha beta and this one is carbonyl compound. Alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound was formed. So we have to discuss with the mechanism part with this Claisen-Schmidt condensation reactions. Firstly, the ketones. Here example is acetone or called as propanone. This is the acetones. Firstly, they react with the base, abstraction of these protons and formation of carbanions. Negative charge on it is the intermediate followed by this intermediate formations by abstraction of proton by base. They react with the aromatic aldehyde. Here aromatic part is benzaldehyde. First step is abstraction of protons, formation of anions followed by aromatic aldehyde is react with the carbanions of aldehyde or ketones. There is a substitutions directly on the carbonyl carbon of aromatic aldehydes, followed by formation of intermediate, then abstraction of protons, then addition of protons into the intermediate. This is the intermediate after condensation of aldehyde, aromatic aldehyde with ketones. There is a protonations followed by abstraction of protons and loss of water molecules and to form the final compound, that is alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. This is a mechanism related with the Claisen-Schmidt condensation. In this, first protonations, Then condensation with aldehyde ketones, aromatic aldehydes. After protonations of ketones, they attack to the carbonyl of the aromatic aldehyde, formation of intermediate followed by protonations, then loss of water molecule and to make the proto to make the final product of Claisen schemate condition, that is alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. This is alpha carbon atoms and this is beta and this is carbonyl group present in the final product.